as the horse.
I was just going to suggest that.
Sir John, Doctor, and the horse.
The horse.
The horse.
So, things that I think that will help this run smoothly for us, obviously, is having stuff on wheels, obviously. That'll help.
Right.
The gossips being about as grotesque as they possibly can be. And I'm gonna put you guys in other scenes. So you're on stage already when you have to pull stuff off, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think there's opportunities to have you guys kind of there over people's shoulders and you know, just kind of watching, you know, what's going on. So I think the gossips kind of tie it all.
Yeah, because you're kind of you represent the ever-lurking threat of this society's perceptions. So even if you're not talking in the scene, you're still watching, and you're still reacting in a subdued way when you're not speaking and sighing, and generally being more present.
Someone having a way to tell the audience where we are. And whether it's someone just walking on stage with a sign that says Martin Park.
Like WWE round cards, basically.
You want to do the... That would be really...
Yeah, like you can just skip down the center before the scene is light.
That would be cute.
Because
we want someone
that's the one...
loop around both sides, or like one person for each side. That way, since the audience...
I think Scarlett would just go this way and then come back.
Now, I don't want it to impede the flow of the thing, so it would have to, we'd work it all into the change and the, you know, because that's the one thing I think we're going to run into doing the show in this room without proper set pieces and things, which is
right.
moving the chairs around, what's happening? You know?
Where are you?
Yeah, so having that to differentiate a location and not just relying on the fact that, wait a minute, the piano was there, and now it's there.
It's hard enough for me to remember.
Obviously, it's the cottage.
The cottage. Cottage.
You know, if we on stage, we could have a backdrop, we could have, you know,
Lights going on and off.
If we
things.
had a larger budget, we could actually have different set pieces.
Wouldn't that be nice?
So we're gonna just have a UFC title card that goes by every single time.
A UFC time. It's the theater. Use your imagination.
Suspend your disbelief.
Exactly.
This is so much reminding me of the opening of the Jesus Christ Superstar film where they all show up and they take all the stuff off the bus and then they get into their costumes and they go and perform the play on scaffolding.
Right.
You know, so
And then they just leave.
and then they just, then they suddenly become actually on location. And then at the end, they get back on the bus and leave.
They get back on the bus and leave the poor guy playing Jesus there. See you, Ted.
Roping it down to the platform.
We have to, it's gonna put you right here.
I still don't trust it. Okay. Wait, so how far are we carrying?
Okay, so not here.
So you'll tilt there.
Okay.
Right on top of it. You know, just get along either side of it and just go downwards instead of putting it on.
Amie will tilt backwards there.
Oh my god!
One other gossip. The wheels on boards, you guys, as you carry them back, so you can meet in the middle. And then the bed will be here, because it's the only furniture in Cleveland. It's the only furniture in
Only furniture.
So this way, everybody has an equal distance view to.
So Marianne passes out and she gets put in the little red wagon. The little blue wagon. Oh. I've died in less dignified ways.
Understanding, coolness, and judgment, yet the fashion gift ridiculous. This man is a the life of this house, even though I can think any of this with this yeah, little music called Christ.
Away so suddenly, woke one morning with the fever, and he was the last gasp within the week.
Oh, Mr. Gashford, the very handsome hero is already the cure for most delightful. Oh, Mr. Gashford.
And all this is actually very sensible work. You know that his widow and daughter left almost nothing. No, not truly.
But Norland Park is such a large estate. Yeah, everybody gets in the family.
No, it's a question of the law.
Obviously, we'll have time to have a little more fun with some of these bits, you know, when we have the books out of our hands and stuff. But again, that could be just a goofy moment. I mean, you're just off doing that, you know, just staring off. She gets pushed in, you turn around, she's there, you know.
Okay. Oh, Eleanor, if I loved you any less, I might be able to talk about it more.
Mr. Ferris! Mr. Ferris, your behavior in this has been very wrong.
Very wrong, very blamable. Eleanor, when I met Lucy Steele, I was a very foolish, idle, ignorant, stupid young man. I was not allowed to choose a profession. I had nothing to do but fancy.
Your behavior to me.
I was simple enough to think that because my faith was promised to another, there could be no danger in my being with you. And then, when I knew I was in love, I thought, the danger is only my own. I am doing no injury to anybody but myself.
Mr. Ferris!
Won't you forgive me, darling? Dearest Eleanor, please, won't you be mine? Oh, I'm supposed to still be.
And stay down.
Okay, we're gonna start somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm moving back a little bit, but it works well.
Aww.
Edward.
Aww. That's where we'll leave it for now.
We have decided that we are not going to do this in the rain anymore.
Because it sucks.
It's all.
It's hurting my brain, and I have trouble, like, as I'm aging, retaining things like lines when I do shows anymore. So trying to remember what the heck is happening from scene to scene in this play is not even sticking with me. You know, I can't even comprehend. This was chosen because this was the way it had been discussed that we were going to do it previously. But that is not set in stone, and it's not that particular show anymore. You know, so I think we will do this in this room still. But what we were talking about was having the performance be over here, and the audience be over here, and still have an aisle in the middle, so that, you know, things will still kind of enter that direction that we've been doing. And we're thinking about doing it kind of as like a bit of a rounded
Like a thrust
area,
stage?
like thrust, yeah. So we'll still have some of the signs we can play to and everything. It won't just be straight on to the audience.
There will be no audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why that and not that?
So there's a bunch of doors over here. And then when people come in and out of the stage, they can actually come through.
Okay, because I was just thinking when people, if they get up to go to the bathroom or things like that.
We will have a
So,
Oh, okay. So we'll be utilizing, so we'll have something to block kind of
I would
anyway,
guess we'll need to
utilization.
check on that front, but realistically, the green will be the bar. That way, you know, if you're off stage and you're not just standing there in space, you'll just have to go through 2 doors. But you'll still be obscured. That way, you know, you can't just sit there in silence.
Well, we can block this area off too for like Adam's family. We use the kitchen. And that stuff.
That's true, we did.
There are areas that we can go to.
How little time is these people
So what we would like to do now three of us are going to sit here and figure out how to stage everything. You're welcome to stay. If you'd like to help us move some furniture around, you are welcome to go out in the lobby or sit here in the lines, with each other and stuff, and open your lines. Or you don't. But we're going to hash out at least a few setups, that we're going to have for the different places.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
You have said that almost every day since they met, Margaret.
Well, indeed, now I'm sure they will be married very soon, for he has a lock of her hair.
How do you know?
I know many secrets of her.
Margaret.
I saw him take it last night after tea when you and Mama went out of the room. They were whispering together, and he took up her scissors and cut off a lock of her hair, and he kissed her with one of his pockets. And today she asked to stay at home alone. I am sure she must be visiting with her now.
And that is why you cannot predict when he will return. Eleanor, what say you?
Nothing. You may be right, Mama.
Your countenance suggests that you think otherwise. What are your conjectures?
It may cause suspicion. But, Mama, it may indeed be prudent to conceal their engagement from Mrs. Smith, but why do they conceal it from us?
His entire behavior to Marianne declares that he considers her his future wife.
My doubts may still be done away. If they write to each other, they are obviously engaged.
A mighty concession indeed. Ungracious girl. If you were to see them at the altar, would you then admit they were going to be married?
A great many smart beaux there. There may be vast many smart beaux in Exeter, I'm sure, but Lord knows I can tell what beaux there might be about Norland. And perhaps the Miss Dashwoods might find it dull here if they do not have so many as they used to have. But perhaps you two do not care about the beaux, and had as lief be without. For my part, I think they are vastly agreeable, provided they dress smart and behave civil. I can't bear to see them dirty and nasty. Now there's Mr. Rose at Exeter, clerk to Mr. Sampson. If you do but meet him of a morning, he is not fit to be seen. I suppose your brother was quite a beau, Miss Dashwood, before he married, and as he was so rich.
Anne!
Well, Sir John tells us Miss Marianne has a special admirer who's very handsome, and I hope you will have as good luck yourself soon, but perhaps you have a gentleman friend already?
Yeah, they sent us a stained.
Oh my gosh! Look at this! It's great!
Oh my god, look at you, you're adorable.
That's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, there's
the regular size. So yeah, it becomes the one
You're so cute. God. Oh my god. This is what we have to work with now.
These people are all going to fit in with us just perfectly.
Star has arrived.
Mrs. Jennings, the star of her own mind.
Who would have been that way?
Not Audrey Hepburn. I can't remember. Katharine Hepburn?
Because there was the two females. They ended up making like a movie of them not too long ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, Betty Davis.
And they were like, the stars here.
Yeah, that was what, Betty Davis and...
Sorry.
I can't remember.
It seemed like a little enough. Which is when you have ADHD, which is all you need.
Fair.
Let's do this last setup real quick, and then now that Nicole is here, we'll let up again.
Lucy's like a high.
Lucy comes off more of like the young lady,
Yes.
the young lady, and
Like
Fanny's a little.
flaunting.
I like it came out with almost a Monty Python voice.
Right.
This is it.
What was that?
I used to be pretty good at it, I'm not gonna lie. I've lost it. I've lost my tongue.
You're gonna get stuck.
I know. See, I'm normally giving directions with a British accent. Now it's gonna be like Natasha Lyonne.
Can you do cover numbers?
I've been doing, well, now that you put me on the spot, I can't do it.
Oh, see, that's the whole thing with the Raz.
Yeah.
I can't do it now. We're just looking at me.
See, I really have to do it a bit. I have to concentrate or I can't do it.
It's just that one line from Katie the other night. And now that's all I say in her voice.
Sorry,
When is everyone summer?
You just throw everybody off.
If this is what you're like when you're off, I'd hate to see you when you're on.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
Off is the fun part. On is the I'm
Off
very
is
serious. My Adderall's actually working.
The table.
Very hard for yourself, Miss Anne. You must leave some suitors for dear Miss Lucy.
Oh, Lucy gets more than enough attention, ma'am.
Pray tell.
If Lucy has a beau herself, though not a soul knows of it but me, I have a vast deal I could say to you on that account, were I so free.
Oh, Miss Anne, you know Miss Lucy and yourself are family to me. I'm afraid that we permit no secrets in this family. I will ask you again, madam. Who is the lucky gentleman and where is his lodging?
Oh no, I mustn't tell, ma'am. Oh, my, if you are not wearing the most perfect new muslin.
No, I shall not be put off so easily.
Lord, well, you are so fond of Lucy. I suppose there'd be no difficulty, but you mustn't tell her I told you she is engaged, ma'am. Because then you would take it off the fan, right? Wait. Yeah.
Yes, that's my beat.
Yeah.
And engaged!
Okay. To...
And then you run back on.
And then I'm somewhere back that way, actually.
And then I'm still vibing. I'm ready to fight.
What feels normal? Because I ran off.
Well,
you
so
ran
maybe
off.
it should be all the way over here, and then I lunge at myself. And I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And then I'm like, yo. And you're like, take me away, governor. And then I put it back on. And I'm like, why I oughta. Oh, God.
No, yeah. So you lunge. So you got the hat.
Yes.
So you lunge at Anne, who's scared crapless over here after she ran off screaming and tripped. And then you go running off.
I lunge it.
But then you come in without your hat, so now you're Lucy.
I don't Lucy.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you turn and lunge, and now you're Anne. Fanny. And then you choke yourself. And then suck yourself.
I slap myself. I slap
And then now Fanny's on the ground. So now
so
you're
then
without hats.
Take me away.
And then you turn and you're going to kick her, but he grabs you. Because now you're Fanny, so you should still. Then you have the hat back on. Yeah. Grab me. You're trying to drag me away because I'm trying to kick her. Yes. Now, no hat. Come back. How dare you? Slap. And then I faint.
Yeah, absolutely incomprehensible.
I like the kicking.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Or am I just crazy?
Somewhere in the middle.
You would attack Lucy because of it. So, and then you're trying to fight her off.
Get away from me. Me?
Stop.
Get away from me.
You know.
But I should probably do it over there, because then John will come on.
Well, but because you've got to get flipped around because he pulls Fanny off.
Well,
so that Lucy can slap her sister. So you're Fanny, right?
Yeah. So then I can
Fanny. So right now I'm Lucy getting attacked by Fanny. Then as I flip, I put my hat back on.
Yeah.
He then grabs me away, right?
But it should be this direction.
Yeah, then you take your hat back off. No, so you take your hat back off, and then you run at your sister and slap her, maybe. So then I come running up like, I'm so sorry, sister.
I like the spin out.
I guess
I just feel like Lucy would hit that.
Oh, God.
And then have maybe me and Ian like kind of crawl towards you.
Ah.
Some army crawl.
Oh god.
I'm passed out.
I mean, if we're going cheesy.
Oh my god.
Kyle's like, this is not happening, but I don't want to say it right now.
Try different things. This is a.
She's already fighting herself. Anything goes. I would love it if my camera focused.
Too funny. Yeah? That looks pretty real.